I'll try to rush to a couple of more videos before I finish up for tonight. There's still a whole bunch of songs I want to do from Billboard's Hot 100, week of December 31st, 1966, and I want to go to an instrumental by a guy who covered a lot of pop songs, made jazzy instrumentals out of pop songs. His name was Ramsey Lewis. He comes in at number 78, up from number 80, debuted at 80, moved up to 78 the week before. This will not become a big hit, though, by the Ramsey Lewis Trio called Day Tripper. Day Tripper, the Beatles record. A few notes on the Beatles version. Excuse me. The Beatles recorded Day Tripper. The song that was originally recorded on October 16th, 1965. We are talking the Beatles. They recorded Day Tripper. Day Tripper, the record company cracked a whip on the Beatles. They said, we need a single for Christmas. You guys got to get a record ready for the Christmas market. I mean, Santa Claus is coming to town. And we want you to we want Santa Claus to carry a bunch of your records, a bunch of your new singles, down the chimney. Well, they didn't exactly put it that way, but, that's how it went. And the Beatles, John Lennon wrote most of the music to this. He wrote the music, he wrote a lot of the lyrics, and Paul McCartney worked on the verses of this record. I guess Day Tripper was probably more of a John Lennon record than it was a Paul McCartney record. And it was a double A single. It was Day Tripper and We Could Work It Out. That's interesting. This kind of followed a pattern of Paul McCartney and John Lennon. I mean, you have these A sides where one side would be a John Lennon record, mostly a John Lennon record, and the A side would be, or the other side would be a Paul McCartney record. The Paul McCartney record was the other side was We Could Work It Out, was written by Paul McCartney about his relationship with Jane Asher. Although John Lennon did pitch in on that one as well. But we got Ramsey Lewis Trio. Ramsey Lewis from Chicago. He was with the Argo record label, 1958. Later joined the Cadet record label. He came out with these, like I said, these renditions of these pop records. The In Crowd. Summer '65, the Dobie Gray record, one of my favorite soul records in the '60s. The In Crowd by Dobie Gray. That song, well, I'm gonna have to say it kicked ass. Kick-ass rock and roll R&B record by Dobie Gray, The In Crowd. I'll take that over Drift Away any day of the week. And Ramsey Lewis did a jazzy version of that in the summer '65. He also did a jazzy version of Hang On Sloopy. Remember that? His version of Hang On Sloopy by the McCoys in 1965. Covered a couple of other Beatles records as well. Another interesting note about the Ramsey Lewis trio. A couple of guys in that trio, L.D. Young and Red Holt. They teamed up with a guy named his name was Don Walker. He's a piano player. They formed the Young Holt Trio, and they came out with a tune called Whack Whack, which is also on this Hot 100. And then they became Young Holt Unlimited, and they did the Soulful Strut, 1968, which was the backing music to "Am I the Same Girl" by Barbara Acklin, and then we're talking 1968. But it all started here in the Ramsey Lewis Trio. Ramsey Lewis at number 78, Billboard's Hot 100, with his version of Day Tripper.